Yo, what's going on, everybody? This your boy Isaiah, coming to you again from Bucco's Locker. Subscribe, like, comment, share all my videos. Make sure you hit the notification bell icon to notify you on all new videos that's posted on this channel. Make sure you hit me up on Facebook or Twitter, Bucco's Locker. You can look it up in the search. Also, if you want to email me, it's firethecannons813@gmail.com. And also, if you want to donate to this channel, you're more than welcome to donate to the channel. All donations are welcome, big or small. Support the channel. I appreciate all the donations. And shall we get to this recap video? I got my trusty old apple right here. Gotta have a little fruit with this, because I gotta calm myself down. But where should we start? What a game. What a game. This is gonna be a fun recap. The Bucks pulled it out 26-23 on a last-second field goal by Chandler Catanzaro, a 59-yard field goal that barely went through, but he made it to win the game. And I'll come back to that moment in the game, but I'm going to keep it moving. We're going to revert back to the beginning, the tale of two halves and overtime. It was three different games played into one. First half, second half Bucks, and the overtime Bucks. First and foremost, shouts out to the Browns for giving the Bucks a challenge. A very tough, scrappy team. They gave New Orleans a problem. I was at that game. They gave the Steelers a problem, put them in overtime. So technically, if the Browns knew how to win, they can be pretty much undefeated, or at least 4-1. Or 5-1. The Browns is not a bad team. If you just go back and just look at the Browns this season, they just trying to find a way to win with a young team. They got a rookie running back, a rookie quarterback, a rookie receiver, Antonio Callaway, Jarvis Landry, old wily veteran, trying to show those young pups how to win. They got a young up-and-coming defense. So I gotta give the Browns a lot of credit. You know what I'm saying? I got to give them the credit, man, because they got my respect. As much as people want to bash them and clown them for being 3-35 in the last couple years, 3-35-1, they are a tough team this year. Once they get a couple more pieces, like another big time receiver and a couple guys on the O-line, they got the running backs. They got the slot receiver. They got a deep threat in Antonio. They just need a couple. They got not enough experience to win games like this. I don't know if Hugh Jackson's going to be there, but shouts out to all the Browns. The dog pound got my respect. Them boys is tough, man, on defense, man. That Greg Williams defense is aggressive. They blitz. They cause a lot of turnovers. They top 10 in turnovers. They're top 10 in running the ball. They run the ball and play good defense, and they game close. They just can't win close games. I think their record is like 2-15 or something like that. But we had our hands full with the Cleveland Browns. Whew. I don't know where to start at, but I'm gonna go over some stats that's very intriguing about this game. Kansas City is beating the Cincinnati Bengals pretty bad, 45-10. Patrick Mahomes is a beast. Second-year quarterback, looking way better than Jameis Winston. But anyway, I digress. I'm not gonna go there. I'll get to that point in a second. I still love James, though. I ride with James. So, looking at these stats, it's interesting how this game, we should have actually blew them out. We was up 23-9 at one point in the third quarter, and then the wheels fell off. But looking at these stats, man, it's crazy. We had 16 total drives. I'm looking at stats right now. 16 total drives. 5 yards to play. 342 yards passing. 32 out of Jameis was 32 out of 52 a 62% completion percentage, 6 yards per pass play. He threw 2 INTs. He took 4 sacks. We had over 100 yards rushing. Jameis Winston led the team in rushing yards at 55. 32 rushing attempts, 3 yards a carry pretty much. We was 3 for 3 in the red zone. We had 8 penalties for 65 yards. We had 4 turnovers. We lost a turnover battle -3-1. The Browns was +3. We lost 2 fumbles and 2 interceptions. We had the ball 7 minutes more. We had 34 first downs. 34 first downs. 20 by pass, 8 by rushing, 6 by penalty. Third down efficiency, 6 out of 13. That's pretty good. 456 yards total offense, 88 plays to the Browns, 62 plays. Now, without giving you the score, just by reading all this, you would think this was a blowout. You would think that we would win the game pretty easy, right? And we was on our way. Until fumbles, interceptions. When the Browns got the ball inside the red zone, they scored with David Njoku. It changed the game. When we was up 23-9, we got the ball, we're doing our thing. We went down and scored a touchdown. Give the ball back to the Browns. The Browns get the ball, go right down the field. We had momentum, ready to take off. The Browns get the ball, 23-9. They go right down the field, score a touchdown, 23-16. It's like, oh, Lord. But let me talk about the first half. The first half, we looked great. Oh, the Browns had 305 yards total offense. So shouts out to the defense, too. So let me give my shout-outs. Let me give my shout-outs to the players, right? To the people in the game that I actually paid attention to before I get into all this extra stuff. So I'm gonna give a shout out to Ryan Nassib. Hell of a game, man. Hell of a game. He had a couple sacks, I believe. Sack and a half. Quan and Levante played a good game. Mike Evans played a good game. Had 100 yards receiving. Rojo had his first rushing touchdown. Shouts out to Rojo. He had an okay game. Okay, Nassib had 2 sacks. Okay, I thought he had 2 sacks. And he had a lot of pressures, too. And he had 1 pass defense, too. The defense played better, so shout out to the defense. I'll get to that in a second. Mark Duffner, I'm going to give a shout out to Mark Duffner because we did look better. I know it was the Browns offense, so it really doesn't give us a really a good idea on how we are as a defense. Only time teams. A couple more games to kind of see how the Mark Duffner effect happened. But you can see the changes between Mark Duffner and Mike Smith. A super chat by Allen Robinson. What's the update on Quan? Reports are saying that it's a possible torn ACL. They're just waiting on the MRI, so we probably won't know that until tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. So it sucks if it's a torn ACL, but we're getting Kendall Beckwith back. So we're lucky we're getting him back. But if it's a torn ACL, that sucks for Quan. He was having a hell of a game. It seemed like he was turning the season around in that defense, and when he got hurt, the defense went really bad. So middle linebacker, Quan, get well. If this video reaches you, man, Quan, get well. Get well soon, man. I hope it's not an ACL, man. I'm praying that's not an ACL. We need you out there. The defense definitely needs you. But if it's an ACL, man, it sucks. So also shouts out to the offense. We had over 400 yards total offense, 456 to be exact. So that's all the positive I want to shout out. All the positives. And JPP. I'm gonna give JPP a shout out to, and Carlton Davis, and Jordan Whitehead, and I'm gonna give Brent Brown some love too, and MJ Stewart. Yeah, we kind of shut the Browns out until the fourth quarter. So I'm gonna give the secondary a shout out. Justin Evans played a good game, but it was the Browns with a rookie quarterback, so I can only give you so much credit on that because it's the Browns, and the Browns are just a dysfunctional organization. So yeah, so let's dive in deep into this game. Let's peel some skin back. First half, we looked good. James was spreading the ball around. He was doing his thing. Was moving the ball up and down the field, 16-2. We took that safety, and then Dirk Cutter is so stubborn, man, trying to run a stretch play at the half-yard line. First down, he tried to run the ball. That didn't work. Second down, he tried to run the ball. Stretch running play. Safety. Right there, I was like, oh, man, Dirk and his stubborn play calling. It's a flat out route to a flat route or something, bro. I mean, come on, man. But that was a bad start. But we got on track, and we started, playing really well in the first quarter. James was spreading the ball around. He threw an interception in the first half. It was a bad play. Tried to force the ball to I think it was O.J. Howard. He said it himself. He should have checked the ball down. I watched his post-game press conference. James was like, he thought the linebacker didn't have enough depth, so he still threw it. Then he realized that he should have checked the ball down to Peyton Barber, which I did say in the live reaction video. He's so greedy with the ball. Jameis is so greedy with the ball. It's egregious at times. It's like he holds the ball. He's really greedy. And sometimes he's just too good for his own. Like, he's in his own way. And part of that is coaching. It's Jameis and Dirk and Todd Monken and the quarterback's coach, Mike. I can't pronounce his last name. But it's a combination of everything. It's the head coach, Todd Monken, the quarterback coach, and Jameis. They all take the blame because it starts with Dirk. Then it goes to Todd. Then it goes to Mike, the quarterback's coach, and then it goes to Jameis. It's egregious. Why can't Dirk, Todd, and Mike get this guy to realize, stop being so greedy with the ball? Because he's hurting the team with his interceptions, man. He had one in the first half, man. How many turnovers he got? Was it 7 now? 7 or 8 since he's been back in 2.5 games? I mean, he reminds me of Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford had these issues early in his career, and he got with the right coach, and he fixed a lot of the interceptions and the turnovers and the bad throws and stuff. Matthew Stafford looks a lot better. Jameis is the same way, but he has a lot of Brett Favre in him. He feel like he got to make a big play, and I kind of see what he's doing. He's trying to make up for the ineptness around him, right? If that's a word, the lack of coaching around him. So he try to, he try to make stuff happen on his own. You know what I'm saying? And that hurts the team when he holds the ball too long, or he try to throw it in the triple coverage because he believes he can make those throws. This is 5th year, and he still don't get it. So that's a question that I really gotta wonder. It's a combination of coaching and the player as well. So that's my take on Jameis. He's not a bad quarterback. He's not a great quarterback. He's getting better, but he's got to stop these turnovers, man. And it's a combination of also bad O-line protections. That left tackle, Donovan Smith, need to be kicked inside to the right guard or right tackle to take over Dotson. But I'm kind of looking at Donovan been having a good year, but he just this is 5th year, right? 4th or 5th year, and he still hasn't made that jump. He's the middle of the pack left tackle. Nothing spectacular about Donovan Smith. And Donovan Smith gets beat by speed rushers. He can't handle speed rushers. And if you're a left tackle, and if you don't have the kickback or the punch to handle speed rushers like Myles Garrett, D Ford, Justin Houston, Robert Quinn, Cameron Wake, he can't block those guys. He just have a hard time. And those type of linemen are either guards or right tackles. I think Donovan will be a hell of a right tackle or a hell of a right guard, but just not a left tackle, man. He just don't have it. You know what I'm saying? He just don't have it. He just missing something. You know what I'm saying? He missing speed. He gets caught for holding. So his last 2 weeks has not been great, and he's regressed a little bit. So is Donovan gonna get a big contract with us? Nah. If he do get a contract, it won't be that big, and we might kick him to the right tackle or right guard because I think that left tackle experience with him is pretty much coming to an end. He just don't have it. You know what I'm saying? But back to the first half. Peyton Barber had a couple decent runs, tough runs, but every time Peyton Barber get the ball, it seemed like Orojo get the ball, somebody in the backfield on their butt, man. So it's hard to blame the running backs when the O-line is not. We probably one of the worst run blocking O-lines in the NFL. We probably have one of the worst run blocking O-lines in the NFL. I sat here and watched a couple games today, and these running attacks, the Patriots running attack without Sony Michel, the Browns running attack, the Chiefs running attack. I mean, everybody running attack looks better than ours. Like, why can't we just run the ball consistently? Every time we signed Ryan Jensen, and it seemed like he's supposed to be the quarterback of the O-line, and it just seemed like it's overwhelming him. And we gave him money to be one of the best centers in the league based on his trajectory. We thought he was going to ascend to one of the best centers in the league, like Alex Mack or Max Unger, you know what I'm saying, or Mitch Morse, one of those type of centers, right? Sean Andrews from the Patriots. And Ryan Jensen is not a top-level center, and we paid him like one. I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. Ryan Jensen's not a bad center. He's just not worth the money we gave him. After 6 games, I can see that. I mean, even Detroit don't fix their running attack. Kerryon Johnson had like 150 yards. And Detroit couldn't have nobody run the ball for 100 yards, and they saved their life. Now, Detroit running game used to be the worst running game. Now it's one of the best running games. Caleb Benenard is not a right Caleb Benenard is not a right guard. He's not a lineman. He's not an O-line, period. He's a turnstile. He can't block anybody. And then Dirk is so stubborn and Todd is so stubborn. It's almost like the offensive game plan. Dirk Cutter puts it together, and he tells Todd, "You better follow this. You better follow this game plan. This is what we're gonna do. And if you got any input, you're more than welcome to mention some things." But I feel like Dirk writes the offensive game plan because it's very heavy Dirk driven. Pass, run, can't run, pass. Stop. It's Dirk puts it together, hands it to Todd, and he says, "Todd, pick out some plays. I like to do this, like to do that, but give your little input." And I think Dirk still overrides what Todd wants to do. Even though Todd is calling the plays, but it's Dirk driven. So I want y'all to kind of feel me on that. It's not like Todd got full control over the offense. I don't think Todd has full control over the offense. I think Dirk is heavily influenced in the game plan. He don't overlook it. He's influencing it by the game plan. I mean, when you're throwing the ball 52 times, and if your quarterback leading your team in rushing, you got some problems. Jameis Winston had to improvise because of poor line play to scramble to make some yards up. Think about that, folks. Jameis Winston led the team in rushing, 55 yards. How bad is our running game? If it wasn't for Jameis scrambling around, making first downs and getting out of sacks, we would have lost that game. We would have lost that game if Jameis would have not been mobile enough to get out some of those sacks and scramble around for some yards, scramble for that touchdown. So Jameis made some plays that I liked. Then he made some plays that I didn't like. You know, so throwing the ball 52 times, you're putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback. And it's clear to see Jameis he's not the type of quarterback that you want to put the whole thing on. You know what I'm saying? Like 52 times, that's a lot of throwing. That's a lot of throws for a quarterback. That's across the board. If you got to throw the ball 52 times and your quarterback leads the team in rushing, Peyton Barber had 36 yards on 10 carries. We got no running game. So it's a lot of pressure on Jameis. And once again, I'm not bailing Jameis out. He made some bad plays. Took some bad sacks, some bad interceptions. But when you look at the O-line and the way our offensive scheme is set, and a lot of throwing, the teams know how to defend our passing game now. It's not like the first and second and third week. Because, see, people got to understand, right? the first couple weeks of the season, it's a touchy feel. Everybody trying to get a feel for what teams are trying to do. And once they figure out what you're doing schematically, teams adjust. So at week 6, teams across the NFL are pretty much adjusted to everybody's scheme or what you're trying to do, except for the Rams and the Chiefs, because they can do what they want to do. But to defend Ryan Fitzpatrick, you pressure him, get him off his spot, because he's accurate with the deep ball. Jameis, you force him, you play zone, or you play man, and you force him to make tight throws. And 9 times out of 10, he will throw a pick or two. You see the difference? Teams know that Jameis' deep ball accuracy is not there. That's why they play Jameis the way they play him. They play Jameis tight. They play the receivers tight because they know Jameis going to throw him an interception or he's going to miss on his deep balls. So until Jameis start hitting his deep balls, until Dirk adjusts the offensive game plan, teams are going to defend us like the Falcons did, like the Browns did, the Steelers. You know what I'm saying? They're going to defend us like that. And we got the Bengals next. And we got the Panthers. I mean, and we got the Ravens. You know, we got the Saints again. So all in all, man, in the first half, I liked the first half, but still it was inconsistent, but we got on track. I mean, I wasn't on a little tangent, but the first half was pretty good overall. Defense was playing hellacious. Quan was out there flying around hitting. Energy was there. You know? Halftime came. I'm feeling good about myself. I'm like, all right, we looking good. And then the second half came. And that's when it got really bad. We regressed. Got the ball. Couldn't do nothing with it. The Brown defense made an adjustment. And Dirk and Duffner did make an adjustment. Browns was starting to run the ball with Nick Chubb. Baker Mayfield making plays with his feet, getting out of sacks. Jarvis Landry started making catches. And Njoku started making catches. Where were these guys at in the first half? We held the Browns to under 100 yards in the first half. Total offense. In the second half, the Browns just went off. The Browns just went off. I mean, it's pretty bad. Like, I know the Browns is a scrappy team, but we should have beat them Browns by a lot. With a rookie quarterback. With a rookie quarterback. Think about that. Our record against rookie quarterbacks is not good. But back to the second half. The second half was horrid. It was asinine, ass of 10. Yes, we are 3-3. But that second half was the worst second half I've seen in a long time. We just literally went backwards. We went back to the old Bucks. It's the mentality of the team. When you look at Dirk Cutter as a head coach, do you look at him as a Super Bowl coach? Let's be honest, folks. Do we look at Dirk Cutter and the scheme that we have offensively and defensively and say, Dirk gonna win us a Super Bowl? I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't look at Dirk as a Super Bowl coach. I look at Dirk as a middling coach. 7-9, 8-8, 9-7, maybe a 10-6. On a good year, 11-5. But I don't see him get to the Super Bowl because of his in-game management, his scheme. He's so stubborn. He's so stubborn. It's not even funny. He always trying to prove a point, ego-driven, with his decision-making. The Browns only had 305 yards total offense, 3 for 14 on third down. 114 yards and penalties. The Browns was like, here, take the game, Dirk, Jameis. Hey, y'all can have the game. Y'all want to beat us? Here, 14 penalties, barely over 300 yards total offense. We can't stop y'all offensively. Take the game. Shouts out to Davis Martin with a super chat. Appreciate the super chat, man. What's good, man? What's up, man? Holla at me. The Browns was handing us the game, and the Bucs was like, no, hold my beer. You take it. Hugh Jackson was like, hey, Dirk, you can win the game. Go ahead. I'm Hugh Jackson. Dirk was like, nah, hold my beer. You take the game. It was like two bad coaches going back and forth. The second half was horrendous. Horrendous. Everybody takes the blame. It's a combination for everybody. It's room for everybody to take the blame. You can't. Yes, we can blame individuals on certain things about the aspects of the game, but overall, it's just a bad scheme. Anytime you got a quarterback throwing the ball 52 times, it's never good. I mean, I can name so many things. Why is Adam Humphrey catching punts back there instead of Deshaun Jackson? Why is Chris Godwin not on the field more? Why don't they move Deshaun Jackson into the slot? Or put Chris Godwin in the slot? Why? I mean, some of the questions I asked. Adam Humphrey's not a bad player. He just, I told y'all that. He's not a Cole Beasley. He's shifty, but he don't. Adam Humphrey's Adam Humphrey. We got to upgrade that position. I like Adam Humphrey, but he's not a third receiver on a lot of these teams. He's a fourth or fifth receiver. He's not a punt returner. Put D Jackson in the slot. Put Chris Godwin in the slot a little bit more. Put Mike Evans in the slot a little bit more. Move him around like Atlanta. Dirk didn't know how to use Julio. He's doing the same thing with Mike Evans. He don't move Mike Evans around a lot, like in the slide or whatever. He just kind of play Mike Evans at the X or the Z, like on the outside the whole time. The scheme. Teams are starting to see the scheme is predictable. Stop the Bucs deep ball, they're gonna turn the ball over, and Dirk has yet to make an adjustment. The Browns gave us this game. Literally, they did. Let's be honest. They gave us the game. They was like, here, hold my beer. I'm going to be real. 4 turnovers, we should have lost the game. Missed extra point, missed field goal, 4 turnovers, 2 fumbles, 2 interceptions. Drop passes, bad play calling. The Browns wanted that game so bad. We shouldn't even been in that situation. The game should have been over. Chandler Cannizzaro should have made his extra point or made that field goal. When Jameis took us down the field to get us in field goal position, a chip shot field goal, he missed it. Overtime. He makes that field goal. Everybody cool. He misses it. We have the worst special teams unit in the NFL. We have one of the worst special team units in the NFL. The only thing good about our special teams is the punter, Brian Anger. The kicker is bad. The long snapper is bad. The holder is bad. I mean, the whole field goal kicking extra point unit is bad. The kickoff return unit is bad. Jacquizz Rodgers, they keep putting him back there running kickoffs. He offers nothing back there. He runs a 4.9. Jacquizz Rodgers is about 4.8, and he runs a 4.9 now. He's a bowling ball. He has no speed, no elusiveness, and we keep trotting him back there to return kickoffs. What is the love? What is the infatuation with Jacquizz Rodgers with Dirk Cutter? Why is Dirk Cutter so infatuated with Jacquizz Rodgers getting carries over Rojo? Why is Jacquizz Rodgers catching kickoffs? Jacquizz Rodgers is literally a 14-pound bowling ball. You ever held one of those bowling balls, like the XL bowling balls, the 14, 16-pound bowling balls? Just heavy and slow. We have the worst punt return unit in the NFL, or one of the worst. There's nothing special about our special teams. Crazy, man. Let me guess. Since Chandler made the field goal to win the game, we forgive him, right? You're wrong. You're wrong, my Pirates and my Sea Bandits. Chandler Cameron's seat is on the hot seat. Chandler is on a week-by-week basis. He pulled his stunt next week, bye-bye. If I was Dirk, I would break a kicker in immediately. Immediately. This is the same stuff that happened to us last year. You know how many games we lost last year because of missed extra points and field goals? Dirk, when are you going to realize, stop relying on these kickers in pressure situations? Back to the second half. The Browns go down there after we score a touchdown. Now it's 23-15 or 16. We get the ball back. Don't do nothing with it. The Browns get the ball, go down, score a touchdown, 23-23. Jameis Winston drives us down for a chip shot field goal. He missed it. The whole stadium was like, the stadium wasn't even sold out. The game wasn't even sold out. It was filled up to 83% capacity. 17% of the seats was empty. Let that sink in, folks. The stadium capacity was not 100%. The fans don't like the product on the field. They don't like what they're seeing with the team. They don't like Dirk Cutter. They don't like Dirk Cutter's vision. We can't sell out our own stadium. We got a bunch of Cleveland Browns fans running around Ray J. Why is it when teams come to Ray J, I see nothing but their team in there? The fans don't like Dirk. That people paid their hard-earned money to go see these games, and we got to watch that. I don't know about Dirk, man. I made it clear about Dirk. I told you about Mike Smith back in 16, January the 15th, 2016, when Mike Smith was hired. Go watch that video and tell you, and I'll show you how I felt about Mike Smith. I was right. I was right about Mike Smith, his cancerous defense. I told y'all 2 years ago, in 2016, I told y'all Mike Smith was not a defensive coordinator. He was not a good choice. There was better options. Y'all didn't believe me. And my vision came to reality. They finally got rid of him. 6 games too late. A year too late. And Dirk, on the hot seat. Despite this win, his seat getting warm. His seat is getting warm, whether you like it or not. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. His seat is hot. Dirk can be so inept as a coach. He can be so inept. I get it. A win is a win. We're 3-3. We can be a lot worse. But it's not looking good moving forward, man, if we don't straighten up. And then we get into overtime. I took some notes. We get into overtime, and it was like hot potato. No, you win the game. You win the game. No, you win the game. Oh, I'm gonna fumble the ball. Oh, you win the game. Oh, and then Dirk makes one of the most boneheaded decisions as a head coach I've seen in a long time. Jameis Winston completes a pass to Deshaun Jackson to get us in field goal range. And let me tell you how inept Dirk Cutter is at times in game management. Overtime rules. All reviews are handled by the booth. Dirk proceeds to throw a challenge flag to challenge the spot of the ball over 1 yard. He threw the challenge flag. I'm like, what are you doing? He threw a challenge flag in overtime. I'm not a professional football player, but when teams go into overtime, the umpire, the ref, he explains the rules of overtime. All reviews are handled by the booth. Do not throw challenge flags. If I had a flag, I'll throw one at the camera. Dirk threw the challenge. I sharted myself when he did that because that should have been a penalty. I sharted a little bit. I sharted on myself when I saw that challenge flag. What are you doing, Dirk? He threw a challenge flag over a yard, over the spot of the ball. He iced his own kicker. Who does that? I'm convinced. Dirk is inept. That lets you know he don't even pay attention to the game. Where was his mind at? Where was his mind at? All my parents and my teammates, can anybody tell me where was Dirk's mind at when he threw that challenge flag in overtime? Can anybody tell me where his mind was? He threw a challenge flag in overtime. Iced our own kicker. And then watching the post-game press conference, oh, I knew he was going to make it because he was making 61-yarders in practice this week. Nah, Dirk. I'm convinced you're inept. We got the win, but it wasn't because of you. Oh, my gosh, man. Dirk Smith. I'm going to call him Dirk Smith. I guess he's still in his feelings over that Mike Smith firing. I guess he's still mad that he had to fire his best friend. How many of us thought Chandler Cameron was going to make a 59-yard field goal after he missed the extra point and 40-yarder? Let's be honest. I did not think he was going to make that field goal. When I seen him trot Chandler out there, I was like, oh my gosh. He's finna try a 59-yard field goal. We're finna lose this game because he's going to miss it. And Baker Mayfield finna get the ball and go right down and score and get a touchdown or a field goal. I had no faith in Chandler making that field goal. But he made it. And then going back to before overtime, Dirk had 2 timeouts, 46 seconds left, and did not want to get more yards to make the field goal more easier. Instead, he tried to Chandler out there and kick a field goal to prove a point to everybody that, oh, look, my kicker can make a field goal. After he missed an extra point this week and last week. Dirk, when are you going to get it through your head? Stop relying on kickers that's inconsistent. 46 seconds. The game is almost over. You got 2 timeouts. Instead of trying to get more yards to make the field goal more easier, you want to stop right there and kick a field goal. Unimaginative, man. He never goes for the kill shot. He was trying to trot the kicker out there to prove to the fans that, look, I believe in my field goal kicker. Get out of here with all that, man. 2 timeouts left, 45 seconds left, and he didn't want to gain no more yards. That's our coach. That's our coach. That's our coach, man. Looking at some more notes. So, my overall thoughts of this game. Well, Jameis had the game won before overtime. By the way, he took us down the field and put us in position to win the game before overtime. If Chandler would have made an extra point or made his field goal before the overtime, we wouldn't be having this discussion. So now it's time for me to give my overall grades. Now that we're going to it, now we are pretty much at the end of the video. I got to give my overall grades to each to the groups and players. Offensively, my grade for the offense, being that it was 2 different offenses, C-. A C- for the offense because, yes, we did have over 456 yards total offense. Jameis was 32 for 52 for 300 and something yards, 52 yards or something like that. Jameis had a 62% completion percentage, but he had 2 INTs. He took 2 sacks, bad throws. So the offense get a C-, D+, C-. Defense, I'm going to give the defense a B-. I'm going to give the defense a B- because the defense improved. We actually held an opponent under 400 yards total offense. But the caveat is, and I repeat, it's a B+, but it's like, it was the Browns offense. It was not like it was Pittsburgh or Kansas City, the Rams, the Saints, those type of offense, the Eagles off, it was the Rams offense, so that B+ is kind of like, But the reason why I say B+ because it was an improvement for Mike Smith defense, or Mike Smith thought process, or schematically. So I'll give the defense a B+. The offense a C-, D+. Super chat time. Super chat. Was Mike Smith doing? What was Mike Smith doing in the game? You think Mike Smith was broken glass? I don't know what Mike Smith was doing. I don't care what he was doing. Who gives a? I don't want to mention Mike Smith no more. To be honest with you, we moved on from him. He might have been crying his eyeballs out that we play in defense now. Probably pointed at the TV like, "See, I told you my scheme worked." But anyway, the defense get a B+. The overall effort was good. It was the Browns offense. Appreciate the super chat, Broken Glass. Special teams, F. Special teams get a F. F. Special teams get a F. Punt return, kick return, field goal kicking, punting. Even though the punting was decent, the special teams get an F. I'm surprised Dirk hasn't fired the special teams coach. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Coaching. The grade for coaching, overall grade for coaching, that's Dirk, Todd, Mark Duffner, all 3, and the special teams coach. All 3 together. Overall coaching, D+. Maybe a C-. Overall coaching for this game was D+. Don't like it. Confused. No in-game adjustments. Looked flustered. Looked out of sync. Almost gave the game away. So the coaching gets a D+, C-. Because, and the only reason why the coaching staff get that is because the defense played better. The offense is a D-. No running game. C+, D-. Now, if I can go into individuals. Jameis Winston, grade C minus. The running game, F. The O-line, D minus. The receivers, C plus, B minus. Offensive line, D minus, C minus. D line, B plus. Linebackers, B plus. Secondary, B plus. Tackling, B minus. Run defense, B minus. Pass defense, B plus. So this game, the defense showed up. In this game, the offense damn near gave it away. So all in all, the Bucs get a grade for this game of C plus. You get a C plus. Can be better. Can be better. But I have some thoughts to improve this team. Right now, we have no running game. The kicker is below average. The secondary is young and inexperienced, but getting better. The D-line played a better game. Still suspect, though, with the free agent signings of Vinny Curry, Mitch Urine, and Bo Allen. Like, I don't get it. Has he still in concussion protocol? Villa was on the field quite a bit. Didn't make a huge impact. So that pick is still up in the air. Is the pick of Villa going to come out and, like, show? You got pick number 12 in the first round, man, and gosh, he had some plays out there he could have made, a couple sacks he almost had. So he's getting better, but you're a first-round pick, man. I need you to be a little bit more better. But, man, I'm not going to say the two names that everybody want me to say. Villa is who we got to deal with right now. But Villa was okay today. Rojo was okay today. The rookie secondary played a hell of a game. We got to find some chemistry on this team offensively. We got to fix this Deshaun Jackson and Jameis Winston connection and Mike Evans connection on the balls. We got to get that fixed. Jameis Winston throws the ball to Cameron Brate, O.J. Howard, Adam Humphrey, and Chris Godwin very well. Sometimes too well. He forces the ball to those guys. And sometimes he goes about 4 or 5 plays without throwing the ball to Mike Evans or Deshaun Jackson. Go back to his college days, Nick O'Leary and Rashad Green and Bubba Wilson. And what type of players are they? Tight ends and slot receivers. Jameis Winston is very comfortable in between the hashes. Outside the hashes, deep balls, don't like it. I know he had Kelvin Benjamin, but it was Rashad Green. He really liked Rashad Green and Bubba Wilson and Nick O'Leary. So, but that Deshaun Jackson, Jameis Winston connection is not there right now. And we got 10 more games to go. So, yes, it can get better. Hopefully it do. One of these games is going to be a breakout for Deshaun and Jameis. One of these games. And we're going to look back at this video and be like, yeah, Isaiah said it. I believe that it's going to be a breakout at one point. And as for Dirk, is he head coach material? At times, he don't look like it. At times, at times, Dirk Cutter do not look like a head coach. He looked like an offensive coordinator taking over a head coaching job. Big difference. The team is the reflection of the head coach. Let that sink in, folks. Yes, we can blame Jameis. We can blame Gerald McCoy. We can blame the defensive scheme. We can blame Jameis and his turnovers. The team is the reflection of the coach. However the team plays, that's how the coach thinks. Think about that, folks. I'm giving y'all some knowledge, some real facts. The team is a reflection of the coach. Drop a little infinity gem on y'all. You know what I'm saying? The team is a reflection of the coach. You see all these other teams with the coach and the quarterback and the OC having a great connection. Drew Brees, Sean Payton, Pete Carmichael, whatever that offensive coordinator name for Saints is, Jared Goff, Sean McVay, Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes. See how that works? Carson Wentz, Doug Peterson, Phillip Rivers, Anthony Lynn. See how that works? Even Cam Newton having a good season, throwing the ball. North Turner, Cam Newton on the same page. Matt Ryan, Steve Sarkisian, Roethlisberger, and their offensive coordinator. Deshaun Watson, Bill O'Brien, Tom Brady, Josh McDaniels. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Matthew Stafford, Jim Bob Cooter. Hell, Matt Nagy got Mitchell Trubisky playing better than Jameis. See, the Dirk and Jameis got to be on the same page. That coaching staff, I keep telling y'all this, Dirk, Jameis, Todd got to be on the same page for this to work. And we got to get a running game. This is Dirk's third year at the team as head coach. This is Todd's third year as an OC. It's time to put up or shut up. So, with that being said, yes, we can blame Jameis. We can blame Dirk. Everybody takes the blame this game. And it's frustrating when I see guys like Patrick Mahomes and Sam Darnold, Jared Goff, Carson Wentz. Oh, by the way, the Titans lost again today. Keep that in mind. Mariota lost again. It's frustrating to see Cam Newton playing really well, throwing the ball, not throwing interceptions. Matt Ryan throwing the ball around, no interceptions. Drew Brees doing his thing. Matthew Stafford doing his thing. Tom Brady, of course, doing his thing. Aaron Rodgers doing his thing. Carson Wentz doing his thing. Deshaun Watson doing his thing. I'm just saying, dog. Jameis, Dirk, Todd, get your pothole together. But anyway, man, tell me what you guys think in the comment section. I told y'all we had a lot to talk about. Jameis, I'm gonna need you to get on that Patrick Mahomes level, and that Jared Goff, and that Carson Wentz level, and that Cam Newton level, and that Matt Ryan level, and that Phillip Rivers level. Tom Brady, well, I'm just saying, not to play like them, but get on their level as far as being a quarterback. Dirk, I'm going to need you to get on somebody level that's really good. Because right now, Dirk, you're a middle of the pack coach. Not good, not great, average. And when you spell out average in the NFL, that's 8-8, 7-9, 9-7. That's what we look like now. That's what we look like right now, folks. 8-8, 9-7, 7-9. But anyway, get out this video in the chat room. I'm gonna get some shit. This has been a fun day. Down emotions. who's in the chat room. Holla at me so I can shout you out. You know what I do, man. You know what I do. Scott, I see you, man. Davis Martin, Kent Jackson. Give us some shout outs right now. Malcolm, what's up, man? What's up, Davis, man? I see you, man. Antonio, I see you, boy. Kent, it's all good, man. Jason, their whole staff is good. The Ravens staff is good. Landon, Andrew, what's up? What's up, T-Bray? Joshua, Rick. I see you, man. What's up, Rav? CJ2K, what up? The Shadow Siren. What's going on, everybody? Give my little shout outs. Clutch Sports, I see you, man. I see you, man. Give my little shout outs before I get off this video, man. You know, I know with 3-3, man, you know, what's up, Primal Instinct? With 3-3, it's been a rough 6 games. Rick, I see you. I'm tired. Folks, a win is a win, but I'm frustrated. It feels like a loss, but it's a victory. With 3-3, in the famous words of Bill Belichick, we're on to the Cincinnati Bengals. I made my recap video. I will make my preview video for the Bengals and the Bucks. The Bengals got their butt waxed by the Chiefs. Secondary's trash. It is what it is. The Panthers won. The Saints won. Damn. I hope the Giants beat the Falcons. But anyway, it's your boy Isaiah. Coming to you again from Bucco's Locker. Subscribe, like, comment, share. And also hate on all my videos. Make sure you hit the notification bell to notify you on all new videos that's posted on this growing channel. And yes, we are growing. We are on our way to 3,000 subs. Front of the line of the Bucks movement. Join the train. Anyway, y'all know my slogan. I want y'all to fire those cannons. Hold up. To all my Pirates by Sea bandits and to all the Bucks family, I want y'all to fire those cannons and siege the day. I'm out. Deuces.